Trojan Sports Now.
Hello and welcome to Trojan Sports Now. I'm Jahmal Kennedy.
And I'm Khadijah Torbert. Stick around as we bring you the latest news and scores from Troy Athletics. It's a rivalry week for the Trojan football team as they prepare for a matchup against South Alabama this weekend. The Trojans are coming off a bye week last week following a tough loss in Madison against the Wisconsin Badgers. Head coach Neil Brown says the bye week came at the right time and that last week his team corrected some mistakes and got back to the basics.
What we did is we practiced 3 times last week, really focused on ourselves, correcting some errors that we made in the first 3 games and really focusing on fundamentals. You don't get a whole lot of time during game week to focus on those fundamentals because you're in the game planning, but we did that last week.
One Trojan says that with the bye week comes time to get healthy, and despite one injury, the team feels good heading into this weekend's matchup.
Yeah, it was great. 2 weeks on the biggest rival, probably biggest game of our season in our Sun Belt, and it was great just to get back healthy for everybody, besides Chun, but mostly everybody's getting back healthy. And we all feel good going into this week.
One wide receiver comments on what the team learned from its loss against Wisconsin and highlights the areas that still need improvement.
Just to be more physical. Those guys are great. They outplayed us, on both sides of the ball. So basically we focus more on special teams. Special teams is a big part of our game. So we just emphasize on everything that we need to work on.
Coming off the bye week, the Trojans look to their head coach and continue their preparation this week.
As Coach always says, destiny favors the prepared. So this week we're going to take a lot into our preparation so we can definitely come out with the W.
The Trojans will get to see how prepared they are this Saturday when they take on South Alabama.
The Trojan soccer team was back in action on Friday, and to just say the game had a good turnout is an understatement. A total of 1,365 people were in attendance, breaking the school attendance record for the second time this season and also breaking the conference record itself. William McCarthy has more from the matchup.
For the first time since August 28th, the Trojan soccer team stepped onto the pitch at the Troy Soccer Complex. The Trojans opened up conference play at home against in-state rival South Alabama with a 15-match home winning streak on the line. In the first half, it was all South Alabama getting a goal within the first 4 minutes. The Trojans fought back after an early goal, setting up plenty of chances to score, but it wasn't enough to beat the Jags goalie in the first half. In the 34th minute, the Jaguars got another goal past Troy goalie Mickey Lewis, making it a 2-0 game for South Alabama. In the first half, the Jaguars outshot the Trojans 10-3 and dominated possession. But how will the Trojans respond after halftime? 3 minutes into the second half, the Trojans got on the board. Kristen Riddell took a free kick from 42 yards out, fooling the Jags goalie to pull a goal back, making it a 2-1 game, still in favor of South Alabama. After the goal, the Trojans had all the momentum, but it wasn't enough to get the win, ending a 15-match home win streak. After the game, head coach Jason Hamilton says South Alabama was the better team, and the message is still the same for the rest of the season.
South came out, they were the better team in the second half. We gave them a 2-goal lead, and it doesn't matter how well you play after that, you're not going to be able to win games. So extremely proud of how we played the second half. We played very good. South, they didn't have much created in the offensive side of things, and we played most of the game on their half of the field in that second half. So completely opposite of the first half where they were the aggressors. They kind of took it to us.
William McCarthy, Trojan Sports Now.
The Trojans fired 5 shots with 3 landing on goal, whereas the Jaguars took 15 shots and landed 7 on goal.
The Troy volleyball team was on the road for a pair of matches in Arkansas over the weekend. Troy fell to Arkansas Little Rock 3-0 on Friday and didn't have much more success with their next opponent. The volleyball team fell to Arkansas State in 3 sets on Saturday night in Jonesboro. The loss was the second in 8 days for Detroit Arkansas State after falling to the Red Wolves in 5 sets at home last Saturday. Blair Winston led the Trojans with 10 kills. The Trojans are currently on a 9-game losing streak and have started conference play with 4 straight losses. Head coach Sonny Kirkpatrick says that after a streak of tough opponents, the team is looking forward to getting back on their home court.
In our 4 conference matches this year, they've been against the 3 top teams in the conference. So we've had a little bit of a rough stretch here to begin conference play, and it's always good to get back home. So we're looking to get back home tomorrow night on Tuesday against Alabama A&M, and then we're looking forward to having Georgia State come in here on Friday.
The Trojans were back in the win column after they claimed a victory over Alabama A&M Tuesday.
Tuesday night, the Troy volleyball team ended their 9-game losing streak and defeated Alabama A&M with a 3-0 sweep in Trojan Arena.
It's over. That's all I want to talk about, that streak, and we need to try to start one of the good streaks. So we're at 1 in a row right now. Hopefully we can continue to get a little bit better for this weekend for Friday against Georgia State.
Kirkpatrick says the team has been working on some ways to improve their play to help get some wins.
We've changed some things around a little bit, and you saw some of that tonight in some of the ugly part of.
And now the Trojans hope to start a new streak when they return to conference play this weekend.
A conference match is always a lot more important than out-of-conference matches, and we need to get a win in conference, and they need to get a win in conference. So it should be a battle. They're a good team. They've got one of the best players in the Sun Belt on their team, and we have to try to figure out a way to slow her down a little bit and do some better things on our side.
Rachel Wilkerson, Trojan Sports Now.
Allie Dowdell posted a match-high 18 digs and was joined in double digits by Avalon Nero, who recorded 11 digs. Offensively, Blair Winston had 11 kills to lead the way for the Trojans, and Alicia Heinrich led the Trojans with 19 assists.
The Troy women's golf team was able to defend their title at the Chris Bannister Golf Classic. Head coach Bart Barnes was pleased with the outcome. However, their play could have been better.
Defending champions. So we go to the tournament with, some pretty high expectations after a good showing last year. And while I don't necessarily feel that we played our best, I do feel that we went and with those high expectations, we're able to play well enough to defend our title, win again, and I really feel that shows a lot about a team if they can go somewhere and maybe not have their best game and still be able to come out on top. I think it says a lot about their courage and a lot about their toughness.
For the men's golf team, they were able to win their first Sun Belt Conference preview tournament since 2006 last weekend. The men also set a new school record with an overall score shooting 14 under par.
The men played their second tournament in 4 days with the second bang at Shoal Creek. Head coach Matt Terry was very pleased with the play of his team despite the lack of rest the team was able to get.
It was good. I mean, it's always nice to get a win, and I hadn't realized how long it's been since the men have won a golf tournament. Coaching both teams, you kind of flip-flop. You've got so many chances to win golf tournaments, and it's very difficult because you have so many teams and only one gets to win when we go to tournaments. And for these guys to, get in the lead and then secure that lead and take care of it was really cool.
Jared Betcher was top finisher, tied for 16th place after carding a 3-over for the tournament. Still to come on Trojan Sports, now we'll have a preview of Rivalry Week, Trojans versus Jaguars, battle for the belt.
But first, Ryan Renfro sits down with volleyball senior outside hitter Blair Winston. Stick around for more Trojan Sports Now.